Hey, everybody. Grant Miller here with my favorite rabbi, Rabbi Harlig, right?
Yes.
But first, I have to tell you something. You don't realize this. Rabbis don't understand this. Today is National Donut Day.
For real? What is the donut day? What is that? That means you got to eat a donut?
Well, in about 3 hours, I'm going to bring about 3 dozen donuts from Mojo's. There's only one great donut place. Is Mojo's, locally owned. Remember, we believe buy local, shop local, grown here, buy here. So, Rabbi,
hold on. Whoa. First of all, you want me to share, right? How do I share this? Come on. You got to help me.
Help the rabbi. Rabbi has 9 kids.
Correct.
He has 9 kids, but he still doesn't know how to turn on his.
That's why you have 9 kids. They should teach you how to do that.
Okay, so what are the range of your kids?
My oldest is 26,
right,
and my youngest is 7.
All right, Howard. There we go. All right, name them. And their birthday, top to bottom.
Oh man. Okay, the birthday, very good.
And your wife's.
Oh, very good. Okay,
your wife's birthday.
Okay, I don't have to give the year as long as I.
No, you don't have the year.
Okay, my wife Nechama is November 30th. Mendel's December 24th.
I got him on this one.
Mendel's December 24th. Beanie is Beanie. My daughter Beanie.
Okay.
She's May 1st. Moishi is May 28th. Mati is November 16th. I said I gotta close my eyes.
Yeah, right.
Chana is May 5th. Tova is November 8th. Eli is October 24th. Levi is January 27th.
Levi Meyer?
Levi.
Oh.
And Mushka is November 11th.
Okay. You have 9 children.
Yes.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I come from a family of 7. So
okay.
I have 3 brothers and 3 sisters. And Nechama comes from a family of 8.
Okay. When did you decide to be a rabbi? At what age?
That's a very good question. So I grew up in Crown Heights, in Brooklyn, Crown Heights, part of the Chabad Lubavitch movement. And the Lubavitcher Rebbe is our leader, and he was our mentor. And growing up, you always spoke about how great it is to go into the community and inspire the Jewish community, inspire people. And so
you
from
say
a young
Jewish
age,
people. You don't inspire Jewish people. You inspire people.
Correct. So that's how I was going to
get right. Your organization's not about Judaism. It's about inspiring people to be better people.
Correct.
Am I correct?
So no, I mean, it's both. I mean, the Rebbe wanted not only to inspire Jewish people, to inspire everyone.
But I'm talking about you.
I'm talking about our organization. We
right.
inspire Jewish people to practice more than Judaism. That's what we talk to you, Grant and Michael. And we got a long road to go.
You got a long road with me.
Correct. But we also inspire all people to everyone to fill their mission and purpose in life. As Jewish people, you have your mission and purpose in life, and people that are not Jewish have their mission and purpose in life. So
none of your family was rabbis?
Everyone's rabbis. I have 2 brothers that are Chabad rabbi in Vegas.
I'll bet on that one.
Correct. I have a brother that's a Chabad rabbi in California. I have 3 brother-in-laws. One is in Monterey, California, and 2 are in Florida. One is in Sunny Isle, the other one is in North Bay Village.
Which one? Who's the one?
Sunny Isle is Rabbi Barron.
That's related to you?
Yes.
But who inspired you all? Was your rabbi?
The Lubavitcher Rebbe. The Lubavitcher Rebbe, Rabbi Schneerson, who passed away in 1994, is the one who inspired thousands of rabbis to move out all over the world to open up centers Chabad centers all over the world. Today, there's over 150 Chabad centers. More, maybe 200 just in Florida.
I have to give a shout out to Miguel Diaz Portilla. Is that who it was?
Yeah, Miguel Diaz Portilla.
Miguel, just a shout out to you. He helped you on some issues.
Correct. We went for zoning to build a campus for Chabad and for Friendship Circle, which is to help special needs children. And I bought you a little gift from last night's event.
Yeah, let's talk about.
So Miguel Diaz, hold on. Let's just keep on the topic. One of the things is, I've always do the show with Grant, with Michael, but now with Grant, you have to
stay focused.
Stay focused. So Miguel was our zoning attorney, who did an amazing, fabulous job. So
did you make him part of the tribe?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about the Friendship Circle. Can we open that? What is that?
Okay. So this is a box. Let's see this box. A beautiful box. Last night we had one of the most beautiful evenings of the year. We do it every year. We did it at Jungle
Island.
No, Jungle, the old one.
You did it there?
Yeah.
Where? In the room?
In the banyan, the outside.
Really?
Thing. Yes, we did it there. Now, What was it? That well, last night was an evening to give thanks to the volunteers. Friendship Circle is an organization that teams up teen volunteers with children with special needs, and these are kids that spend many hours throughout the year being a friend of a special needs child.
And they're not all Jewish.
Correct.
That's
it's open to the whole community. It's non-sectarian. Yes.
Right.
So what we do is
I know you have a problem opening this.
So last night, oh my God! So last night we had an evening where we gave thanks to the volunteers, and
who are the volunteers?
They're from all over the community. We have over 150 volunteers that from 35 different schools.
High schools.
High schools, yes. So it really starts from 7th grade through 12th grade, and
people think.
So last night, come on, let me help you guys.
No, I just want to make sure I bother you a little bit.
No, it doesn't bother me.
Okay, so go ahead.
This guy can't open it. So this was a box that we gave. Oh, yeah, right. Look at this guy.
All right,
so this is a cookie we gave off a Friendship Circle.
Wait, we got water.
Water, right? There is a perfect.
Walnuts.
Yes.
Do you like walnuts, Howard? Here.
Okay, great job, yeah. And here's a cookie. So this cookie will be instead of donuts, right?
Yes.
But it's really to give thanks. People take for granted people that volunteer and people that do good work, and we want to give thanks to the volunteers that they give up of their time, even though you may say they do it for volunteer hours. But our volunteers, once they get involved, they're become activists for the special needs community.
Before we get to them, what is the Friendship Circle? Explain that.
The Friendship Circle is an organization that we started.
Where are you? Oh, there I am.
Oh, that's a cookie, yeah. Not a donut, it's a cookie. All right.
Kosher.
Okay. Of course. I'll only bring you kosher stuff. So Friendship Circle is an organization that teams up teen volunteers with children with special needs. Last night, a mother spoke, and she said her son is high functioning, goes to school. I forgot what school he goes to, and he sits in the lunchroom all alone, like he's invisible. He sits in the classroom all alone. No one talks to the child. Every parent that's watching the show right now, and the thousands of people watching the show, know how painful it is when your child has no friends and sitting lonely over there. And she said she looked up, she Googled, where could I find a friend for my child? And they found Friendship Circle, where the kid comes on Sunday, and he has a volunteer that's with him. He said, this is the first time my child is recognized for who he is and is loved for who he is. So we run 21 different programs every day after school. On Sundays we run a summer camp, a winter camp. But the model is teaming up teenage volunteers together with children with special needs. And this is the only friends that they have.
So people think that the Friendship Circle helps the clients, I call them. The volunteers get more out of it than anybody.
Absolutely. The volunteers always tell us, a lot of them start off being volunteers because they need community service. But you bring everyone into this room right now, you interview a volunteer, and they'll all say the same thing. This has given them more meaning to their life than they gave to the kids. And that's another great thing, because this program teaches them at a young age what it makes it, how giving and changing people's lives, how much it helps you. Look at your show, the show that you do here. I know you do it, you enjoy it, but when it impacts people's lives, how good it feels. So volunteering really changes people's mood. People who are depressed, people who are down, people who don't have self-confidence, go out and try to help another person, and you'll see your life will change more than them. They say there's two kinds of people. Someone actually just sent it to me. My daughter sent me saying.
Right there.
Oh, yes.
It was at Pinecrest Gardens.
Yes. Wow, see? But a lot more people writing comments. I got to just do the show with you. So this great line, and this is the great line. Listen, someone said there are two kinds of people in the world, givers and takers. The takers may eat. The takers may eat better, but the givers sleep better.
Well,
and that's the most, that's what people call the circle. It's called the Friendship Circle. And you saw the cookie, it had the Friendship Circle.
You did. I ate it already.
You ate it already. But circle means that it helps the special needs child. It helps the volunteers. It helps the families. It helps the whole circle. And that's what we're building a community center for this.
So how many square feet is going to be?
20,000 square feet.
At 87th Avenue, right?
Correct. And 112th Street, yeah.
On the property you have now.
Correct. It's 2.5 acres, yeah. Right.
When the parents of the clients,
Right.
of the special need kids, see their kid interact with other kids, it's so emotional. As you know, I was involved with Miracle League Baseball. That has special needs.
Correct.
Watching the parents enjoy their kids being interactive, being normal. So it's very exciting.
Absolutely. And for them, it does the most. When you're sitting in the park and you see and your kid is making weird sounds or running around and other people are looking down at them, it's, a lot of parents say they don't go to the park. A lot of parents say they won't go on a plane. A lot of parents say they won't go to a restaurant because people are looking down at them. And then when they go to a place and they say, I am welcome for who I am. I am accepted for who I am. My child is accepted for who he is. That is the greatest feeling. And it's not the kid. These kids don't need to change. We need to change. The special needs kids don't need to change. They are who they are, as we need to change. So the parents say it gives them so much happiness to see their child being accepted for who they are and being loved for who they are, in spite of all the challenges. Absolutely.
I watch Good Doctor. You ever watch Good Doctor?
No.
You know, watch special needs. He has autism, and he's a doctor. And you watch him interact. Most people don't notice there's how many special need kids are there in South Florida? 48,000.
Closer to 60,000 now.
You're impressed I knew that number, huh?
Yeah. Just in Miami-Dade County.
In Miami.
Right.
But we don't see them because the parents are embarrassed.
Correct. They carry the burden themselves. It's not only about special needs. Anything that you're carrying, it could be any other struggle you have in life. It could be marriage, mental health, drug. When you carry it yourself, it's very, very heavy. When you're able to be open and talk to other people, it gives you, the strength that you need. Last summer was the most tragic story with the boy Alejandro, with the mother drowned the kid in Kendall. You remember that story?
Yeah, there's special needs.
Special needs. The mother was a great mother. I spoke to some of the therapists. I'm not getting into what the mother was going through in her head, but most special parents that are raising children on the spectrum will say that it's a very lonely and challenging road. And you don't want people to jump off the bridge. A lot of times you're on the bridge of life. It is challenging. So by us having this facility or having this organization, and there's a lot of other great organizations that work with special needs, it gives the family the strength that they need and the tools that they need in order to raise this child, and gives the child what it needs in order to help them.
You watch people interact with people with special needs. People think they carry something that's on their hands. It's like, it's sad.
Correct.
The people that don't know. That's why Friendship Circle, you've been doing it how many years?
Since 2004.
So, and how many kids each year volunteer?
We have. It kept growing. Now we have over 150 volunteers.
Each year?
Correct. We have over 1,000 volunteers that have gone through. And volunteers that actually went into the special needs field because of this.
Wow.
Numerous volunteers went into the special needs field because. So you see the trickle effect it has on the world is unbelievable. One-on-one volunteering, there's a lot of times you can do things in the back room, but here actually being on the front line is something very special.
So it's Friendship Circle, yet you had some runs, walks
Correct.
once a year.
Correct. And you've been a supporter of us, yes. That's great.
Now, how much money did you raise?
Last year we raised like 170,000.
Any sponsors you want to talk about?
Who
You're one of your big sponsors? One.
Yeah, Milam's supermarket. There's Milam's the grocery store.
Sunny Isles.
They're amazing.
Sunny
people.
Isles, Coral Gables, South Miami. Bird Grove.
Amazing people. So they do a few times a year. They at the cash register give $1 or $2, and they'll go to our organization. I think they do it for 2 other organizations, but the month they do it for us, they raised over $26,000 for us.
Milam's locally owned.
Family. You know them? Unbelievable people.
Wait. They don't have 9, but they got. I think there's 12 Milam family members working in the business.
In Yiddish, we say they're mensch. They're mensch. They care and they partner with us, and they've already done it for 2-3 years with us. So that's great, and we're very happy.
The father's Max.
I think so, yeah. And now we just spoke with Kendall Toyota wants to partner with us too.
That's the Beam family, Lori Beam.
Lori Beam. So just this week we spoke with them. We've been talking to them a while. They understand also the importance of giving back to the community, and they're going to partner with us too.
And it's interesting because Lori Beam is now revolving into a great community service person, And
Yes.
thank you, Lori and Joaquin. I guess you're working with Joaquin or Chris.
Chris Roberts.
Old roommate.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I should have used your name. Would that helped me?
Oh, what that saying? What happened in Las Vegas stays in Las Vegas. What happened in our apartment stays in our apartment.
Okay, good. I said I didn't even use your name with Chris. Yeah, Chris Roberts was the one that set up the meeting.
Problem is, I got a wrinkle in my shirt. He doesn't believe in wrinkles in clothes.
Oh no, his desk is clean. There's no.
He's in impeccable shape.
Chris,
he's a big runner.
I didn't know that.
Well, I have to.
So you have to tell me. So I should have found out. Yeah, that's great. So for us, getting local support is the greatest feeling because then with Value Storage, Todd Ruderman. I know he also advertises you. Todd Ruderman, Value Storage. He's been a big supporter of ours and a very serious way.
Keep telling some of the.
What other? I got to look at what other places have been.
Who's Prez?
Which one?
Up there, Perez. She knows you pretty good.
Yeah, she knows. Yeah, Noah McPherson. Noah McPherson has started off as he made a comment. Noah, hi Noah. Noah started off as a child that we service, and then he became himself a volunteer. Noah McPherson, but he moved out of town. Okay.
So when the friendship circle gets built,
right?
What's going to be in that 20,000 square feet building?
So in that building, we're going to have specialty rooms. Now we're going to have art room, a music room. We're going to have a room for parents to get together. One of the biggest challenges is parents. You're raising a child. You could be a wealthy parent, a poor parent. It's overwhelming. There's so many things that you need support for: emotional support, marriage support. You need to know about insurance. You need to know what schools to send them to, what therapies to send them. So we're going to have a room that now, when you drop off your kid, you sit in the car. They have a room where people can sit around and talk to each other and help each other.
They all might have the same issues. They don't know.
Right, and you can help each other. You just told me you know Chris Roberts. I didn't know you know him, and he's your roommate. See, you find out things when you talk to people. We're going to also have a kitchen where the kids are going to learn how to make food, and we're able to sell the food. They can feel good. Like they can bake cookies and challah.
And you're going to have parents. They're going to feel comfortable. There'll be cameras in all the rooms.
Correct.
All that stuff.
Obviously, music room. Well, last night you should have seen that we had a French Circle band. They played music.
There's a school, the Learning Center.
Yes.
I went to their banquet a couple of years ago. Pretty touching.
Very.
Yeah, I mean, somebody invited me. Some employees invited me. It's like, wow.
Right. And a shout out to Vance Lupus. Vance Lupus works very hard the last 3 years. He's gotten us, right. Vance Lupus has gotten us a appropriation from the state to help us with the programs. So that's great. And one of the biggest challenges we have is to get people to come to see the program firsthand, because when you see the program, your heart melts.
And first of all, there's 60,000 special needs.
Correct.
There's 2.5 million registered in Dade County. So what number is that? 60,000.
These are just children.
Yeah.
They say it used to be 1 out of 58.
So 1 out of 58 families might have a special needs. That's why nobody knows about it.
No, 1 out of 58 people, more than families.
58 people.
Right.
But there's 2.5 million people. So 1% it's a small percentage, and people don't see it.
Correct.
People in that circle see it all the time.
I just want to tell you, every time I get up to speak, I spoke in front of the Miami-Dade Commission. Commissioner Cava, when she was a commissioner, asked me to speak.
Now she's Mayor Cava.
Now she's Mayor Cava. I said at that time she was Commissioner Cava. And when I spoke, she said, someone came over to me and told me that, who works for the county, you're one of the first people to come and talk about special needs. The next time I came and spoke, another person comes to me and says, thank you for talking about it. Nobody talks about it. Every time I get up to speak, someone comes over to me and tells me, thank you so much for talking about it. No one knows that I'm dealing with this.
There's a special needs ramp,
Okay.
But there's no special needs. Parents, it's very difficult to get somebody in the car,
right,
out of the car, into the park. So thank you, Dade County Parks, who's working diligently to fix it. Thank you, Park Director.
Yes.
All right. So when will that be completed?
Completed is a good question. When is it starting? So we think within the next 6 months we're going to start.
And what's today? What day is it? Tell me what today is.
Donut Day.
Okay, National. I just want to make sure
National Donut Day. I remember. Yes. Right. The question is, we ask a rabbi, is eating a cookie considered a donut?
No.
That's a rabbinical question.
Okay. Now, we've known each other quite a while. Why can't rabbis go into restaurants?
So rabbis could go into restaurants.
All restaurants?
No.
Rabbis?
No. Rabbis could go into restaurants. You're saying kosher restaurants, not kosher. Since I'm a religious Jew, I only eat in kosher restaurants. So you asked a good question. So why, like a lot of times do events in non-kosher restaurants and I don't go? If you do it in Pinecrest, the reason is, first of all,
we did it in Pinecrest because it's Jewish? No.
No.
It was that park.
Let me explain to you. Yeah. Good question. This is a rabbinical question. I only eat in kosher restaurants. On Saturday, there's no kosher restaurants. Even though people think this is kosher, it's not kosher. It's kosher style. People say, but kosher is kosher. And the only restaurants.
Wait, what does it mean kosher?
What makes something kosher?
Yeah,
make something kosher. You're ready for like a 20-minute.
No, you got to get down to 30 seconds.
30 seconds. What makes something kosher is it really has to do with meat. It can only come from an animal that has split hooves and chews its cud, and it has to be slaughtered a certain way. Keep it simple. So that prepped a certain way. So the restaurants are Miami Beach. So if someone makes an event, even though I'm not going to eat, you say, Rabbi, can you just show up to the event? I'm not going to eat. But if I walk in, people will assume I saw a rabbi there, I'm sure it's kosher. So it's you giving misinformation. You understand? If you show up somewhere, I saw Grant Miller, there must be good. I mean, I don't know if I said Grant Miller. I mean, if I walk in there, I take a responsibility. Someone may assume that it's a kosher place. Versus when you made yesterday.
Hey, but it's not those style. I thought it was like certain tables have to be, the prep area have to be kosher. What does all that mean?
The kitchen and all that has to be a kosher kitchen, correct? Right. It's a complicated process.
Okay. Hotels.
Correct.
Daily and Marriott, for example.
Right. I had events there.
All right. That's why I bring it up.
So we kosher the kitchen.
How do you kosher a kitchen?
You have to.
You mean how do you kosher it?
I'll keep it simple. Let's say someone's allergic to dairy. And they want to and there's a dairy kitchen, and they want to do an event in a dairy kitchen. What do? They have to go in and blowtorch it and get rid of all the residue, and then they can cook their food. Same thing is just to think of the food that's not kosher. You have to kind of burn it out and get it out of the pots and the ovens.
Okay, so
sometimes they don't prep. They just prep it. They cook the food elsewhere.
That's allowed.
Yeah, they cook it in their kitchen, and like I cook it in my kitchen. I bring it in. You eat from it.
Okay, I gotta go back to your family. How many kids still at our home?
How many kids at home? Okay, Chana, Tova, Eli, Lady, 5.
And then you have 4 away.
Correct.
And what do the 4 do?
That one is my oldest is working at Nestle.
There's my brother Michael.
Michael, what up? You left me here with your brother.
Hey, Rabbi.
Yeah.
Michael. He said to me, "Don't let this happen again."
No, we're going fine. We're doing.
I'm way in the tribe, all right? He's on the outside, you can pull him in.
Correct.
All right. So you got. What did the other 4 do?
My oldest is doing. My oldest is in Nestle. He went to law school, Mendel, but then in middle law school he decided he doesn't want to be a lawyer. He finished law school, but he took a master's in finance. He's working in Nestle in Cleveland.
Cleveland.
In Cleveland.
They have a nice little Jewish population.
Correct.
People don't realize.
But he wants to move back to Florida. My next child, Beanie, is a life coach.
Where?
She lives in Florida. She lives in Bay Harbor. Not Bay Harbor, yeah.
Okay.
And my next 2 kids are studying in yeshiva.
Where?
Town. One is in Chicago, one is in Detroit.
Shiva meaning
He's studying the rabbinical school to be rabbis.
So not all Jewish. Understand?
To be rabbis, they're studying, yeah. And then the next are all here.
You don't go to get a college degree, then go to become a rabbi. Go to rabbi
school to get a degree, correct? Yeah.
It's expensive.
No, not so expensive. No.
The living expenses.
They stay and they also teach and they do other things in the school, so to help the school.
Okay, you have 5 at home. Where do they go to school?
They all go to North Miami, the Golden Glades. There's all LEC. The 441, the 95, the 826.
Who's the principal there?
There's different departments.
Oh.
So this is, everyone goes to different departments.
Oh, the Golden Glades, 163rd.
Correct.
Right next to
with the 441, the 95.
Yeah, where Top Golf is.
Very good. Right.
So if you want to go to a Jewish school, go to Top Golf in the morning, go to the Jewish school in the afternoon.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
So that's just part of my job. Then I also have the rabbi job as running a synagogue and running a Jewish community. So, that's where it keeps us busy.
How many members do you have at your organization? Not a friendship circle.
At Chabad, how many people benefit from the programs? At Chabad, we don't have membership benefit from the programs. We have over 200 families that benefit from the programs. And, and a lot of things, even though I have people that, even though they may belong to other temples, other organizations, but I have still a relationship with them. They call me for life advice and issues that they're going through. So
you don't have to shave your beard?
I don't have to. I
Oh,
don't.
do you shave that
All
clean?
Hasidic Jews don't usually shave their beard. No.
Is that what you are?
Yeah.
So your hair just keeps
Lubavitch or Chabad, yeah. It's my beard. I've never touched it.
since when?
Never.
Since you decided to be a rabbi?
No, I said never.
Actually, from a kid.
Correct. Never touched my beard.
Wow. I know I'm asking stupid questions, but people wonder.
No.
Okay,
people ask all
so
the time.
next question. The little string that hangs out of the pocket.
The tzitzis.
What is that?
This is called the tzitzit.
A what?
The tzitzis is called tzitzis. It's from the Bible. You know about the Bible?
Yeah.
Grant, you know about the Bible?
Yeah.
Okay, so in the Bible talks about, in the Shema, it talks about you should have the strings and the tzitzis on the garments of your clothes. It's to remind us of the commandments that we have. You know, in life, you need reminders, because if not, you're gonna forget.
Howard, could you put the camera on the two of us? Go to my desk. On my desk, on the left side, there's a black thing. Look for my Bible. Okay?
You got a Bible?
Yes.
Why do you have it on your desk?
Where else do you keep it?
No, I'm impressed. You usually keep it in the drawer. Why do you have it? I'm impressed.
Why would I hide the Bible?
Oh, I like that. Right. You're good. So the Bible's really, people always ask me, why do you study the Torah? Because the Torah the Bible that God gave us is really, people look at it, is this limitations? You can't do this and you can't do that. No, it gives you a purpose and meaning in life, and it gives you a direction in life, and it gives you something, a higher calling to live for. That's one of the greatest things that people have today is stress. People are stressed, right? If only I married a different person, if only my kids were better, if only I had more money.
Only.
If I only was born on the right side of the track, if I was only had a raise in my job, my life would be better. And people have a lot of stresses, and it's amazing to watch people who are super wealthy, people who are super successful, that they still feel very stressed out in life.
So you deal with a lot of people. You deal with somebody that's struggling in life.
Correct.
People think that just because you have money,
Correct.
you don't have stress. You have different stress.
Correct.
So here, I just want to make it clear, people. See that? What's that say?
The Coach's Bible.
Okay, and it's the Bible. It's a real Bible. It's the Holy Bible.
Okay.
It's from.
Who gave it to you? Yeah.
He signed it too.
You never even used it.
I use it every day.
Come on.
But it's from Noel, Will Banks, right?
Yeah.
December 20th, 2020, he gave me this book. Put it on my desk. There it is.
Wow.
See, you're impressed
But the problem is
that I haven't looked at it?
it's not meant, you remind me of the story of someone that for a bar mitzvah lesson, the rabbi gave this kid an umbrella. So the mother comes to the rabbi and says, usually a rabbi gives the kid a Bible. So I gave him an umbrella because at least this will open up once in a while.
Well, this Coach's Bible by Noel Wilbanks, who's the FCA of Gainesville in that area, it talks about the Bible, but it also says, all right, third down. No, I'm just kidding. But he gave me a Bible.
Sure.
I don't have a Bible from you. See, you didn't believe
See? Okay, I have to bring you now.
And now I just want you to know that it is marked off right here. But okay, speak about Israel and Palestine. It's just a little thing about Israel.
Right.
Finally, there's a ceasefire, right? Hopefully everything will be calmer.
Absolutely, yes.
It's a scary thought for all of us.
Correct.
We have, and I'm sure you have people that belong to your organization that are living in Israel, correct?
Correct. Our family lives in Israel. And not only that, we've unfortunately had recently, even in South Florida, some anti-Semitic attacks. People say, oh, Rabbi, you're not worried. You walk around with a kippah, you have a beard, and people are going to attack you. I said, as a Jew, I'm always going to walk around as a proud Jew. I'm never going to take my kippah off. I'm never going to hide my identity. We always have to be comfortable who we are and
in our own skin.
In our own skin, absolutely.
It's interesting. Somebody says, if you have to change and not go out, it defeats all the purpose.
Correct. And that's what they're trying to do, scare you. And I would never be scared. So, you walk to synagogue on Shabbos and people see you with a yarmulke and beard. I said, absolutely. I'm not going to hide my identity.
The funniest Jewish story I'll ever have, it was Saturday.
Okay.
I'm driving on the highway. I see this tall guy, Arthur Tannenbaum. And I pull up next to him. It's a Saturday. I said, do you need a ride? And as soon as I said that, I go, why did I do that? because you're not supposed to be in a car.
Right, Shabbos.
But I thought his car broke down. So here I pull up this, this guy who's done a lot of great things in our community. Do you need a ride? And he looks at me like, Grant, really? So last two questions.
It happened when when she was 8 months pregnant with one of my kids. And
One of
she
her
was-
9.
And she's walking to synagogue, dressed up to go to synagogue. A cop pulls up, ma'am, can I give you a ride? Like, which woman, 8th month pregnant, nice clothes, walking to Shul on Shabbos. So
Okay, couple quick things.
yeah.
On the road, there are strings between poles. It's a Jewish thing, correct?
Yeah, how did you notice it? Or you read about it?
Really?
Grant, I'm very impressed. You're like very in tune.
But I get a little confused
Right.
because it stops here, and it goes from here to here. But there's what does those little strings stand for?
Okay, so it's called an Eruv. An Eruv is Orthodox Jews don't carry on Shabbos. We don't carry on the Sabbath. We don't use our phones. So there's no phone. We don't carry. So
I know I try to call Danny on Saturday. He doesn't answer.
Really, that's good, Danny. I'm impressed. Oh, that's even when he's fishing.
I don't call him when he's fishing. That's for sure.
Right. So what happens is you can't carry in a public domain. So by putting up the strings, the rabbis instituted that it considers a private domain. And you can carry in your house, but you can't carry in public. This allows people to carry, usually from their house to synagogue. And usually people want it in order to bring their children there, push them in the stroller. So that's what it allows. Now, you look a little confused. It's a little bit complicated, that subject. So the string, sometimes they need a string, sometimes they use poles. I'm not an expert in putting up Eruvs, but that's what they put. Miami Beach, they have it.
No, there's some through Pinecrest too. I've seen it too.
Yes.
All right, it's time to wrap it up. We've been doing this for 35 minutes. So we talked about your 9 children. You know the birthdays. Do you have a mother-in-law?
Yes.
Her birthday?
I know the Hebrew date, not the English date.
What's the Hebrew date?
The 9th day of Av.
Okay, so that's close enough. We talked about how important friendship circle. We think it's important for the, people think it's a Jewish thing. This friendship circle.
No, it's non-sectarian.
It is. It's not about religion. It's about helping people, and and when your children do it, people, your children will get more out of it for lifetime. Correct?
Absolutely. And we've seen how it changed the volunteers' lives. And this is non-sectarian. It's open to the whole community. And, we help people. For us, if you feel some people ask, what type of disability? Whatever the parents feel the child needs a friend, we're there for them.
Can you type in his webpage for us? What's your webpage? Easy one.
I'm going to give it to you. FriendshipCircleMiami.org.
That'll run across the bottom. Miami. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. There's going to be a cross spot. If you have any questions about Habbat, Friendship Circle, and we just saw 2 pages in the last Pinecrest Tribune of a lot.
I want to give a shout out to Michael and Grant Miller. You've been always a big supporter and promoting the organization, promoting what the work Chabad does, promoting the work the Friendship Circle does. We've been very good friends. And, it's a great honor to be here with you. And I'm glad us two together were able to do a show. So that's
okay. So your next show, let's talk about some of the Jewish, maybe we can talk with Michael, the Jewish things about marriage, about all these things. We'll talk about
absolutely. What the Bible, the Torah, or what Jewish tradition and Jewish mysticism insights they have to help you with your own personal life.
You got it. Rabbi, I want you to look at that camera and close this out.
So to me, sitting here with Grant Miller and the Miller brothers, who every day want to inspire people, and the work we do to inspire another person, I want each one of you to go out there and find someone else that you could talk to. And remember, when you pick up the phone and call someone or reach out to someone and inspire another person, not only inspires them, will also inspire you. And always remember, have faith in God, and God is with us every step of the way. Thank you.
Everybody have a great day.